नहीं, बहुत सारी जॉब्स हैं हम जो हमें अच्छा लगा है हम कर सकते हैं। थैंक यू।
My name is Suman Sharma and I am in class 10 from April पाठशाला। हमने यहाँ पर एविएशन ज्वाइन किया और हमें इससे पता चला कि और क्या क्या चीज़ें होती हैं जो कि हम कर सकते हैं। हमें एयर होस्टेस के बारे में पता तो सिर्फ, लेकिन इससे हमें कई सारी चीज़ें पता भी चली हैं और ये गर्ल्स के लिए बहुत ही सिक्योरिटी की चीज़ भी है, जिससे कि गर्ल्स यहाँ पर सेफ रहती हैं। और हमें बुक भी दी है जिससे कि हम इसे पढ़कर हम और भी कुछ जान सकते हैं इसके बारे में, जो कि हम आगे कर सकते हैं। आज का सेशन में तो
Distinguished invitees, proud awardees, ladies and gentlemen, I extend a very warm and hearty welcome to all present here to the third edition of Giving Wings to Dreams Awards 2024. Can we all please start with a round of applause? Thank you very much. I'm your host Prerna and I am delighted and privileged to play host to such an accomplished audience. I would like to thank each one of you for taking the time out and joining us for this extraordinary event. Ladies and gentlemen, Giving Wings to Dreams Award is an extraordinary celebration of excellence, innovation, and the indomitable spirit of women shaping the aviation industry. Today we gather here to celebrate, to honor the champions of change whose extraordinary contributions fuel the growth of this dynamic industry and inspire the future generation. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I invite our esteemed dignitaries present here to kindly come forward for the ceremonial lamp lighting ceremony accompanied by the divine Saraswati Vandana sung by the talented children of the Vidya School Gurugram. Please join me in welcoming Honorable Chief Guest, Shri Wimbledon Mang Walnam, Secretary, Ministry of Civil Aviation, Shri Vipin Kumar, Chairman, Airport Authorities of India, Srimati Usha Padhi, Principal Secretary, Commerce and Transport Department, Srimati Radha Bhatia, Shri Vivek Atre. Mr. Amadou, would please join. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, as we light the ceremonial lamp.
भूमि को चीर के बादल को बांध के बारिश की कश्ती पे आंधी का साहिल ले
ज़मीं पे हो बवंडर तूफान हो मन के अंदर उड़ना है उड़ना है
उड़ना
सूरज चांदों सितारों तक उड़ना है सूरज चांदों सितारों तक भर लेंगे मुट्ठी में ये सारा जहां
छू लेंगी आसमां भारत की बेटियां
छूलेंगी आसमां भारत की बेटियां छूलेंगी आसमां भारत की बेटियां मछली की आँख हो अर्जुन का जान हो मछली की आँख हो अर्जुन का ज्ञान हो हिमालय की चोटी हो दिल में बुलंदी हो
दिल में बुलंदी हो
जेबों में फाके हो पर माथे पे पसीना हो
राहें अकेली हो चलने का कारवां छू लेंगी आसमां भारत की बेटियां
छूलेंगी आसमां भारत की बेटियां छूलेंगी आसमां भारत की बेटियां
देश की सीमाओं पर खुद को प्रहरी बना के
लहरों के पार जाके अपनी शक्ति दिखा के
तल से मोती उठा के नभ पे तारे सजा के
सामना कर मुश्किल से सफलता की ज़मीं पर
छोड़ेंगे अपने निशान छू लेंगी आसमां भारत की बेटियां
छूलेंगी आसमां भारत की बेटियां
छूलेंगी आसमां भारत की बेटियां
छूलेंगी आसमां भारत की बेटियां छूलेंगी आसमां भारत की बेटियां भारत की बेटियां भारत की बेटियां
छूलेंगी
Hope you enjoyed the poetry. Over the past decade, ladies and gentlemen, we have seen an unimaginable growth in Indian aviation. From 74 airports in 2014 to 157 today. The number of daily air passengers doubled from around 20 million in 2014 to over 40 million, with 5 lakh passengers flying daily. Our aircraft fleet has grown from 400 in 2014 to more than 800, with another 1,500 aircraft on order. But this success story is not just about infrastructure, growth, and connectivity. It is also a story of how the roles of women in aviation have grown multi-fold. Today, we have the highest percentage of women pilots in the world. Women are shining in every sector of aviation, be it engineers, flight dispatchers, cabin crew, pilots, fire and safety, revenue, security, marketing, communication experts, and the list goes on. Since its inception 9 years ago, Women in Aviation India has been leading from the front to drive gender equality in aviation. When our Honorable Prime Minister announced his clarion call, Beti Badhao, Padhao, Beti Bachao, Women in Aviation India was inspired to coin their mission at the same time. Beti ki udaan, desh ka swabhiman. This movement has become a beacon of progress and empowerment. The dedicated team of members of Women in Aviation moved from one remote city to the other, celebrating Girls in Aviation Day programs in schools and colleges from Dehradun to Agra to Jaipur, Chandigarh, Gurugram, Mumbai, Odisha, and a few days ago in Srikakulam, the constituency of the Honorable Minister of Civil Aviation, Sri Kinjarapu Ram Mohan Naidu ji. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Giving Wings to Dreams Award seek to honor and felicitate the achievement of women in aviation today. These awards are finalized by an eminent jury after nominations are received. I now invite on the dais Sri Vivek Atre, who has been part of this jury, to please share with us the process of selection of awardees. Can you please welcome him on the dais?
Honorable Secretary, Civil Aviation, Government of India, Chairman of the Airport Authority of India, Mrs. Usha Badi, Mrs. Radha Bhatia, distinguished guests, awardees, young students, fellow members of the jury, and ladies and gentlemen. I think the team behind Women in Aviation Giving Wings to Dreams Awards has worked very hard to achieve this event where we recognize achievers in order to recognize them as role models for the rest of the country, for young girls who are aspiring to make a mark in life. It is very important to recognize achievers so that youngsters growing up in today's India, they have role models to look up to. Because in today's era, it's all very easy to become cynical, negative. And when we see the kinds of diatribe and ill will being propagated on social media by many quarters, it's very difficult for a child to be inspired. But when a young girl in Odisha or anywhere else in India dreams, and that dream is fulfilled because of the inspiration that someone before her gave to her, then the idea is really worth following. Mrs. Radha Bhatia has been a remarkable champion of leadership in aviation, particularly women in aviation. And her leadership is such that she inspires not by what she says, but what she is. And the fact that the Government of India has been involved in a very serious way with this initiative, and is the presence of the Secretary and the Chairman here is anyway an indicator of how important it is for us to recognize women in aviation. Also, the jury which selected the awardees, very eminent people. I was fortunate to be a part of that jury with no background in civil aviation myself, but a little bit of background in leadership as a leadership speaker nowadays. I think the bios we received, or the candidates whose presentations were before us, were all very remarkable. It was almost impossible to eliminate anyone from that list. And we did not eliminate too many of them because it wasn't possible. And all of you here are worthy in every bit of way to receive this award. So let's please have a round of applause for the awardees again. And in that round of applause, maybe you can also include a little bit for the jury, which worked pretty hard, and the team, which worked very hard to put together. The process was a long set of deliberations, but we did not just go by what was written on the paper. We went deep into the career of that person, and we also were very cognizant of the fact that whether someone is nominated themselves or been nominated by the organization. And we didn't go only by seniority. We followed the principles of merit cum seniority, if I may say so. Also, this jury is obviously done its job, but the jury itself needs to be recognized for having been eminent persons in their own right. Sir, I'm a motivational speaker, so with your permission, before I close, I'll just read out a poem, Invictus. And that is one of the most inspiring poems which I've ever heard. And the young girls who are here, and if I may jokingly say so, not so young girls as well, and men, all of us need inspiration in all aspects and in all stages of life. Invictus. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods they may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed. My head is bloody but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade. And yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. A round of applause for Invictus, and it's William Henry who wrote that poem. And just like to conclude by saying that it is so inspiring to be in this hall today. The kind of vibe, which is a very millennial word, is palpable, it is evident, it is energetic, and all of us, I'm sure, will take back that inspiration, which is required more than ever in this era. Thank you, and congratulations to all.
Thank you very much, Mr. Atre. When one woman makes a determination that she can, she will, she definitely achieves it. Do you agree? Do all the women agree to this? Women in Aviation India, an organization founded 9 years ago by one determined woman, who slowly built an entire network of like-minded women to make the organization what it is today. Having reached out to more than 40 cities across India, working selflessly with all stakeholders of aviation, touching the lives of thousands of girls with one single mission: to encourage them to pursue a career in aviation. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my absolute pleasure to invite on the dais Srimati Radha Bhatia, the President of Women in Aviation India. Can we all please welcome her with a warm round of applause?
कौन छुएगा आसमान? कौन छुएगा आसमान? जरा हाथ ऊपर करके दिखाओ। ये तो बहुत कम हाथ उठे, सबके उठने चाहिए, चाहे वो अवार्डीज हो और चाहे वो उनके मेंटर्स हो। गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीबॉडी। Good morning, Secretary. Good morning, the Chairman of Airport Authorities, and my dear Usha Padhi ji, because she is again a great inspirer for me. And of course, Mr. Vivek Atre, whom I met, I think, about 20 plus years back, but and he was also the secretary of IT in Chandigarh when I met him. And now he is, as he introduced himself, a motivational speaker. Excellency, I first must compliment you. When I met you 10 days back, and I had presented you the booklet of jobs, and you said this is exactly what he was thinking of getting it done. And the first inspiration what he gave me, that this booklet should be translated in every Indian language. And not only in Indian language, I think it should be translated into every international language as well. Because only this morning, I was told by Make My Trip that they have lots of women all over the world who are booking tours for India. Excellency, and dear Secretary, India has to prosper multi-digital. And it is not commerce, it is not industry, but it is the combination of civil aviation, tourism, and we cannot forget about culture. Indian culture is the most oldest culture in the world. Our monuments, our temples, our religion, and our languages, our way of life itself, our food. I think everything today is being looked by the global world. And to make it happen, it is the civil aviation that has to take the lead. I have been working for nearly 50 plus years, and I have seen the growth of aviation. There were no booking systems. There were telexes being exchanged. I have also witnessed the so-called Palam Airport, which is Delhi International Airport, also coming up step by step. And there is a huge step to be taken in order to make the country prosperous, the girls prosperous, and of course we can't forget the men. The men also have to understand that the women are partners of their progress, and due credit should be given to them as well. I see some women nodding their heads, but I hope the men also nod their heads. Okay, sorry. I had written something different, but seeing you all, I think I'm throwing away my paper and just talking from my heart. As mentioned always, 15% is the Indian pilots, which is the maximum in the global record. But 15% is not 50%. And I'm reminded of Mr. R.N. Chaubey, who always used to say that whenever I go for a meeting, I see no women from international forums who come for meetings, and he used to go with only women. And Mrs. Usha Pandey was one of that. You recollect? Sir, I'm reminded of 10 years back when I first started a get-together with women, because we found the first women finance controller in Lufthansa, who flew just for a day. So we wanted to acknowledge her because even in Germany, the women do not have a place in the boards. So she was very happy she came. And then at that time, there was another joint secretary in tourism, Leena Nandan, who concluded by saying कि ये तो आज एक चिंगारी है जो एक दिन शोले भड़केगी. अभी तो आग सुलग रही है धीरे धीरे, पर इसको शोले बनाना हम सबका काम है, आप सबका काम है. Aviation specialities and aviation universities, academies, all have to work together in order to bring, I would say, bring in perfection. And not only that, I think soft skill training for every individual is very important, which should be a part of the curriculum. I have with me Mrs. Anuradha Mathur, who has been a teacher in modern school, and after that she worked with NCERT for quite some times. Can we just have you stand up? All essays were done by two of the teachers. One unfortunately couldn't come, Mrs. Vinita Mehta, but she was the one who caught the children first. She says some of the children have cheated. And those, of course, I don't know whether they gave credit or not, but it is only the teachers who can look into a paper and also judge. So this time for the students also, the judgment is very fair. Here on the dais is also, oh sorry, he's not in the dais because he just messaged to me 15 minutes before, and that's Mr. Amber Dubey. Please, everybody wants to see who is Amber. From a corporate world, he was chosen for 2 years, I think, in the 3 years, Ministry of Civil Aviation, and he was designated for drones. And I'm proud to say that Vidya School had, in Girls in Aviation, with his help, we showed them the drones, and one of them was also flying. And when the Prime Minister launched the drone at the stadium, the picture which was shown was the one which was shot at Vidya School. So little small steps take many steps forward. And I think having taken these steps, you all must come forward, leaving behind your own egos, your own progress. There is a saying, if you make 2 hands forward, you get 100 hands to help you. And once we multiply all these hands, I think we can make a great change in the society, in the country. And I would also thank the Ministry of Civil Aviation for giving the chance to women to go and meet the President of India. Thank you very much, sir, for giving us that opportunity. And we look forwards, I can watch from the entire group that we are with you and we will work for this. If all the states and the state secretaries from civil aviation, from tourism, from culture get together, I think we have enough to talk to them and take it forward. With this, I thank everybody, all people on the dais, and also the awardees. Keep doing the good work, and the children who are the future of aviation. Thank you very much, everybody.
Guided by the visionary leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji and our dynamic civil aviation minister Shri Kinjarapu Ram Mohan Naidu ji, we are on a mission to unlock the skies where there are no limits. Every day, women redefine what's possible and reach new heights. Since 2016, Girls in Aviation Day has ignited a movement, inspiring young girls across India to dream of careers in aviation.
I'll tell you about women in aviation, how it came about.
With over 66 dedicated members, Women in Aviation India unites to empower the next generation to soar. In 9 years, this initiative has touched over 30,000 girls across 30 cities. Each event is a milestone, each milestone a spark for change. This year's journey began at New Delhi's General Aviation Terminal, welcoming young girls into a world of opportunity. In New Delhi, Agra, Thiruvananthapuram, Chandigarh, Srinagar, Gurugram, Leh, Hyderabad, Dehradun, Mumbai, Odisha, Jaipur, Srikakulam, young girls engaged with industry leaders, explored diverse roles, and saw firsthand how women are leading in aviation. From the snow-capped peaks of Srinagar to the plains of Dehradun, from Agra to Leh, we see the spark of ambition in the eyes of young girls. Today, we are celebrating the 9th Girls in Aviation Day. We stand united, committed to giving wings to dreams. And now, we warmly welcome our Betiya from Srikakulam to join us on this journey.
53 years ago, Radha Bhatia ji has made a bold decision that I can pursue a career in aviation. And that is how it started. And she has grown up step by step. She started at a very, very humble position. And slowly, through her dedication, through her commitment, she came up step by step. And slowly, as she reached the pinnacle, the top of success, then she said, this success shouldn't just be with me. The success that I, as a woman, have achieved in aviation should follow through with all the women of this country, all the passionate women who want to have a career in aviation.
Namaskar and greetings to our Honorable Minister who is amongst you. The first time I met the Minister, I talked to him about the girls in aviation and what the women in aviation are doing by joining hands and mentoring these young children. And you know what he said? He said, it's also my dream to make sure that the girls who have not even seen an aircraft would be shown the airports, and we make sure that they fly and they fly high.
आज के सेशन में तो ट्रेनिंग थोड़ा डरते थे कि हाँ.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we are celebrating aviation in all its amazing glory. And aviation would have never existed without airports. Dear guests, we are honored to have amongst us Shri Vipin Kumar, Chairman, Airports Authority of India. And with due respect, I invite Sir to address the august gathering. Can you please welcome him?
Thank you. Respected Secretary Civil Aviation, Sri Wumlung Mang sir, Radha Bhatia ji, President Women in Aviation India. My colleague Usha Padi, Principal Secretary Government of Odisha. Mr. Atre ji, who is member of jury for this award. My colleagues from the ministry, awardees, distinguished guests, dear friends. It's my honor to be here today actually and to address the gathering because especially I was in education sector. I was in Ministry of Education. I worked there for 4 years and there we were ensuring that the girls and the children especially, all the children in the country, they get the education where they achieve their dreams. But today, I'm standing here as the chairman Airport Authority and meeting the achievers and especially the women achievers. So it's my honor to be here. This is a field which is highly demanding, at the same time technical also. And as women achiever, you have broken all those barriers and have excelled in every role, whether it is in sky or it is on ground or it's in control rooms. The civil aviation sector is symbolic of what women can achieve when they are given right opportunities and they can reach to new heights. And when I say new heights, it means literally also and metamorphically also. You today are at the forefront of roles, whether it is as pilot, whether it is air traffic controllers, aircraft engineers, cabin crew, aviation safety inspectors, ground handling staff, and so many other roles. However, as a passenger, we generally see the pilots and cabin crew, but many more my friends, my dear colleagues sitting out here, they are working behind the scene. And each of these roles require immense dedication, precision, and expertise. I visited ATC Tower also at Terminal 3, and then I realized I am a electronics engineer as such, but I realized how difficult it is to have balance of brain and the vision which you are seeing at the airport. And slight mistake can make horror actually. You are handling the lives of the people in air. As pilots, when you take the passengers to the destination, so in air, it's only you who are taking their lives to that place. But at the same time, the cabin crew also, they have to be expert not only in hospitality sector, but you have to have training in first aid, crisis management, and passengers' well-being also throughout the journey. At the same time, ATCOs, they have to provide this support. And what I have seen in last few years, the demand of a common passenger and the expectation have grown. And the patience which you need to handle this sector is also tremendously changing very fast. So you have to carry not only the weight of responsibility of the roles which you are playing in this sector, but at the same time, you have to have the balance of personal life and professional life also with grace, and then you have to show the resilience also every single day. Every single day. Now the days are coming when we are taking care that how to handle the fog. And in these situations, the passengers sometimes they behave in a different way. And to handle those passengers, when we say that customer is God, so how to handle those people, that talent also we need, and you are expert and you are the leader in that field. I'd like to appreciate and acknowledge your emotional strength also, because you are not just achievers, but also nurturers also. You carry the dreams of your family and the nation to the greater heights. Your participation in civil aviation sector inspires millions of young girls to dream big. And we must encourage more young girls to consider careers in aviation. Now the time has come when we should take this skill or different skills of aviation sector to the remote parts of the country also. It should not remain in urban areas only, or it should not, because you know that there are talents in every part of the country. And girls also are having high aspirations. But now it's our responsibility to ensure that they get all the resources, all the opportunities, and they are given the platform. Our Honorable Prime Minister also says that when we empower women, the entire society benefits. And for that purpose, the outreach programs in schools, in colleges can create awareness about diverse opportunities available in this field. National Education Policy in 2020, it says that we should link the education with the employability, and skilling should be the important part. And for that purpose, many changes have taken place and are going on, those initiatives. And that one new initiative is that multiple exit, multiple entry. So there should be a flexibility. Any girl, any student wants to learn any particular skill, they should be allowed that opportunity. The institutions and airlines are now actively encouraging women to join the industry through scholarships, training programs, and leadership roles. Just now before this program, I was speaking to Secretary Sir also, and he was saying that through CSR of Airport Authority of India, we should take lead and provide the skills in the schools, in the higher educational institutions. So I would like to tell the young girls, let these stories of women achievers in aviation inspire you, and remember, sky is not the limit. Earlier we used to say that sky is the limit, but I say that now sky is not the limit, it is just the beginning. As a society, let's applaud the contributions of women achievers, honor their achievements, and pledge to support their aspirations. When women take the helm, whether in a cockpit or a control tower, they don't just fly planes, they inspire dreams and pave the way for a bright future. I firmly believe that as a society, when we empower women, we empower humanity, and when women rise, the nation rises. Because the saying is, a bird needs two wings to fly, and so does the society. So let's make sure that both the wings are strong and soaring, of society also, of plane also. So thank you. My congratulations to all the awardees. Best wishes to all. And thanks again to Radha Bhatia ji also and the organization Women in Aviation India. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. You'll always continue to inspire us all. A pillar of support, a teacher, a guide, a motivator who constantly uplifts our spirits and lights up our path. A woman so complete and accomplished, and one who always inspired us to never give up and stand for our convictions. We are privileged to have amongst us Srimati Usha Padhi, Principal Secretary, Commerce and Transport Department, Government of Odisha. We are grateful to you, ma'am, for your presence, and can we all please welcome her on the dais.
Namaskar, good morning everyone. Esteemed Secretary Sir, who is always very helpful, speaks less but believe in what work has to be done. My dear colleague, Chairman Airport Authority of India, who has been good friend, and I hope that a lot of things which are happening in Odisha will get his support. Mr. Atre, who is part of the jury and also had put a lot of efforts to make sure that everybody gets a chance to be in the awardee list. And very importantly, my dear mentor and incredible ambassador for women in aviation, Mrs. Radha Bhatia ji. Many of my colleagues who are from department and industry, and distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It's a privilege for me, very humbling experience for me to stand here and talking to you. I'm also thankful to Bhatia ji for calling me here, because I could meet a lot of my old friends, whether it is Vidya, Amber, Harpreet. I mean, I can name many of them. After a very long time, I'm meeting them. Thank you so much. And I'm sure that the distinguished group who are here will always inspire us. And I'm sure that I'll be getting back more than what I'll be giving it today here. In 2015, I joined Ministry of Civil Aviation on deputation from Government of Odisha. Before that, I had around 20 years of experience working in the state. That was my first stint in the ministry. Mr. Chaube, the then secretary, is not here, but my heartfelt thanks to him. I never knew how to work in Government of India. Forget about aviation, because aviation is a central subject. State, you don't get any experience in the aviation. I came here and I was completely lost. And I'm standing here after so many years attaching to that sector. That's why I want to share this experience. Unless you link some purpose to your job, will not be able to do the justice. I did not know what is the purpose, because people who were coming and meeting were in suit, very well dressed. And before that, 20 years I had worked in very interior pockets. Odisha is a tribal dominated society also. So for me, what I was doing, I was getting that much of satisfaction because it was affecting the poorest of poor. We were able to see the changes. I mean, we feel that, you know, like what they call kick in the life. So every time you do something good, I mean, you will be always feeling elated. So here I came, I thought why I am needed in the ministry. I asked how many aircraft, around 400 aircraft, they said. I said, for 400 aircraft, why you require 4,000 people? So then gradually I started understanding, and I was very, very lucky that time the policy formulation was happening. Amber was on the other side that time. So the way the policy was thought through and it was brought in as a national document, so I understood how important this industry for India to build itself as a global leader. So we can't be left alone. So that is how, and it is not that we are only serving to the elite class or some people who have the resources. It was also for giving wings to those people who were very highly aspirational, expect that the country should give equal opportunity to them. So the benefit of aviation, whatever you call, whether it is an efficient mode of transportation or whatever, so that efficiency which is available to some section of the people, whether that can be available to everyone. So we were very lucky that we were part of Uday Desh Kaam Nagrik, which was a vision of Honorable Prime Minister. So we could see that in a small airport when we go and we start and commence the operations. So the faces used to be lit up. I mean, they may not travel by air at any point of time, but the aspiration that the city has the air connectivity, the city has the airport itself may become a very, very, higher point where they would gravitate around that and try to bring the prosperity to the city. And there have been a lot of moment. I mean, I can say that economically, socially, and culturally, how they have been the aviation ecosystem has been helping some of the cities in the country now. And second, which made me motivated to continue in this sector for some time, was about the feeling you have when you fly. And that is one thing which makes you feel conquering everything. I mean, you're literally on the top of the world. So all of us have been very, very lucky being a part of this journey. So I'm sure that all the distinguished guests who are sitting here, they want to contribute the same thing so that the young talents who are there, especially the girls who wants to come into the sector and do a lot. When we think of, I mean, if in aviation sector can embrace a person who has no experience but standing here and talking to you, we can all do a bit of ourselves in this sector. And the learning curve which we have passed through may not be required for many. And all of us, I mean, if you have a story to share, and most of us will have somebody to inspire us, somebody had a role model and we had seen somebody and we have taken this path. So all of those people who are here, they are role models and they are trying to make sure that the young girls who are there, who have some dream to come to the aviation sector, it will be a great, great opportunity. And I really congratulate and compliment the women's services the women in aviation is doing for all of such girls. As my colleague Vipin mentioned, that aviation is not only one part of it. Traditionally, we see that cabin crew are the, I mean, that is what the very glamorous thing which is visible. So everybody looks up to that. Second is about pilots who are in the cockpit with uniform. I mean, they feel such a sense of pride among all of us, and India being the leader, 15%. But the Sector Skill Council of Aviation has identified hundreds of roles which it can happen. It's not only starts with the airport ecosystem, where you can think of being a part of the ground handling sector, or you can become the flight instructor. Some of my DGCA friends are also here who are pilots and then move to as a professionals. Then we have outside the airport ecosystem, you can be the engineers, you can be the researchers, you can be part of various aspects which are involved in the aviation. I remember one thing, and I always say, I don't know who has the copyright, but I will keep it for myself for some time. When an aircraft flies in the air, there are hundreds, thousands of people who are behind that one aircraft which makes it fly. So all those jobs which are there are waiting for us. So as I said in my case, maybe many times in profound way we see some of the opportunities don't come to us, or we don't choose them, but they choose us. So maybe hundreds and thousands of opportunities are waiting to choose some of our girls, for who only we have to just give them a leeway so that they can actually be seen by these opportunities. So here I would like to say one or two things which can be which are doable things. One, after this I went to Government of Odisha, because as All India Services we work with the state also. So believe me, a lot of things we miss in the state, that they are also, I mean, like when India is going into that Vikasit Bharat level, so every state has become a development engine themselves. There is so much of vibrancy in the state, and where you can bring a lot of efforts in the cutting edge level happens at the state. So maybe whether it is a skill development where a lot of resources are moving towards that, whether we agree or not, employment is going to be a bigger issue in India when we go ahead and we may become 5 trillion and in 2047, 30 trillion economy. So employment and skilling, employability, competence are going to be the most important aspects for our youth. So aviation sector, we can very well link with the various programs at the state level, of course at the central level, and taking this message to the people, the 50% of the people who are normally not looking at those things, so they can be sensitized to select these things. And whether, again I will say this, whether we like or not, we may do hundreds of things, build the infrastructure, build the airports, build lot of industries, build a lot of GDP, but everything, if you do, still India will become Vikasit Bharat only when women participation increase in the economy. Unless it is done, we will not be able to say that we are a developed country. So after all, there are 50% of the people who are very talented. And again, I'm saying this is not an issue of rights. I mean, we are not talking of women rights, that which has to be done. Yes, it is, because they have to be given equal opportunity. But this is good for the industry. This is what the economy requires. So in those ways, I mean, like I always say that it's like a double dividend. Like you are addressing the issue of right, at the same time you are addressing the issue of the industry or the economy. So it's like a right way to go, rather than just for the sort of getting the women into that position because of whatever ideology we have. That's not so. So I will not say much, but there are a lot of women who are awardees today. So I compliment them. And before leaving, I would be allowed to say, sir, because as a women, most of the questions are very stereotyped. So I need to address those, because they are the people who have broken the barriers, and they have shattered the stereotypes. So I need to tell them. So it is also for men. When I say that when aircraft has to fly, a lot of things, people have to work. So if women have to go to the economy and contribute, and especially aviation, so a lot of support is required, including those men who are supporting women. I mean, it is very, very important. Some time back, I was reading some paper, don't take me otherwise, like unless a spouse or this, I mean, it is related to the men. If a man is not supremely supportive of women, they will not be able to achieve. They will not be able to have everything together. So there have been questions, can women have it all? Most of the time, even I say, they cannot have it all together. They can have it to the maximum level if there are men in their life who are very supremely supporting to the women. So then only it is possible. Otherwise, they have to make a lot of compromise in between. And a lot of contradictions happen when they rise in the career. So many people we see, I mean, ministry, it was not a problem because Mr. Chaubey had the luxury of taking FA, joint secretaries, we could be women. But always I used to say, I don't know whether Amber has heard this anecdote or not, and Chaubey actually pardoned me for saying so. When he was saying that, okay, all of you are women and you are making me sidelined, I used to tell, sir, I don't mind, no, I mean, like women this side, but I want a women to be on the other side. So I used to show his chair and say that, okay, women has to be on the chair. But it was taken in a very lighter sense. So that's why, I mean, I'm sure that I have got a good ACR in spite of that. So again, once again, there will be hundreds of judgmental things. So it is in general, all of us, we work. Though you are a little bit mild, then they say you are very meek, but still you be mild. If you become a little aggressive, they say you are very bossy, but be still bossy. Because what you feel right in your heart, please do it. Like Hindi famous Rajesh Khanna song said that, kuch to log kahenge. लोगों का काम है कहना. So please do fly, please do what you want to do, and make sure that whatever opportunity we have got, we'll take that opportunity to the people. For them, it may be life-changing. Thank you so much. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for your words of wisdom. I now request Mr. Amber Dubey to kindly come on stage and share his thoughts with us. Mr. Dubey is Senior Advisor, McKinsey & Company, and former Joint Secretary, Ministry of Civil Aviation, Government of India. Sir.
Thank you so much, and good afternoon, and dignitaries on the dais, off the dais. This is an ambush. Radha ma'am, this is not fair. I'm not a designated speaker. I don't have a speech, so I'll just speak from my mind, from my heart. Usha ma'am has already covered everything, and I don't want to. I think everybody is waiting for Secretary Sir to speak. I'll not take much time. Usha ma'am has already said whatever had to be said. It's just a privilege to be here. Right from day one, we've been privileged to be part of this movement, and I've seen what Radha ma'am and her intrepid team, the way you worked hard and brought women empowerment into the front lines, into the mainstream, and now we're seeing the results. of that. Women are anyway super human beings, right? Like with all due respect to men, all we do is just go to office, do our job, and go back home and act very tired and with bahut pasina bahaya and all that. But then when I see very powerful women in our own lives, my own mother, my wife, my daughter who's working in the US, it's a very tough life. And if I look at my wife, she's not just doing a job, but handling the home, handling kids, their emotional issues, physical issues, all kinds of stuff. And you'll be surprised if I tell you my sister in Chicago, my brother in Melbourne, they feel more comfortable talking to my wife about things rather than me. So that's the power of a lady. And as she rightly mentioned about Mr. Chaube also, he used to say 15% is fantastic. We are 3 times the global average of 5%, but this 15% should go to 50%. And why should it stop at 50%? Why not 55 or 60%? And we've been, Radha ma'am has been very inspirational with the Vidya School and so many other schools. And all over India, she used to organize these awareness workshops. I also had the privilege to be in some of those workshops to those young kids, many of them ladies who are sitting here, the wonderful bhajan that they sang. We tell them that this is a perfect industry to be in. It is safe, it is secure. I mean, your future is bright. It's technology oriented. It's serving people. Okay, and more women come in, they'll inspire many more, maybe 5 times more women to come into the fold. Very different, and very little politics. So if you see all the tick boxes that they're there when you choose a career, aviation is there. So please do consider this as a serious career. Spread the word. Join us. Let this community grow. And see, this community is also helping India go up and up and up. Aviation was not a very priority area, maybe 20, 30. Those of us and many of our senior colleagues and friends who've been around for 20, 30, 40 years, ma'am has been there for 50 years. It was not a priority area. Okay, it was supposed to be the mode of transport of rich people, and it's only in the last 10, 15, 20 years that whole view has changed. It's become the mode of transport of the masses. If you go to the airport, I never sit in lounges. I sit outside and I observe. I'm a student, so I observe the people, and I see a huge democratization of aviation happening. And many people from even low-income groups, maybe they pay their kids sitting as working in other big cities would have sent them the tickets or something. And I see many people from low-income groups also coming. You can see them bewildered. You can see them taking selfies. You can make out with one look that this person is probably flying for the first time. And that number is increasing. So there's a huge revolution happening. We'll only grow 5x, 10x or whatever. It's like we're covering for all the we were ignored for a very long time, but whatever things have happened over the last 10, 15, 20 years, we're seeing the impact, and it's all obvious in the numbers also, which the earlier speaker mentioned about. So great sector, huge future ahead, perfect for women. Please come join us and spread the word. Thank you so much, and Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed an honor to invite on the dais a visionary leader whose astute leadership is shaping the trajectory of Indian civil aviation. Please put your hands together and welcome on the dais our Honorable Chief Guest, Shri Wimlun Mang Walnam, Honorable Secretary, Ministry of Civil Aviation.
As we gather in this meeting on giving wings to dreams, let me start by giving special first mention to Madam Srimati Radha Bhatia, who has led the Women in Aviation India since a long time. Greetings to you, Madam, and to my colleagues, the Chairman, Airport Authority of India, Mr. Vipin Kumar, who has joined us in aviation quite recently, but as we say in the Ministry of Civil Aviation, he has hit the ground running. That was what I was asked to, and he has hit the ground running. Very proud that he has joined us. Srimati Usha Padhi, who is now Principal Secretary in the government of Odisha, but who was with us in Ministry of Civil Aviation as Joint Secretary, and contributed very significantly in her in her time in the Ministry of Civil Aviation. Mr. Vivek Atre, jury member, and also an active part in the activities in aviation and much more. So my greetings to all of you, my colleagues from the Ministry of Civil Aviation, Mr. Madhusudan, our Joint Secretary, and Mr. Padam Negi, also one of the Joint Secretaries, and all the distinguished participants and guests present today. In fact, as the speaker spoke, what came to my mind in lighter vein, if I'm allowed, whenever I go for a program or a social event without my wife, the remark which comes is, where is your better half? So in lighter vein, I told to the friend, I am the better half. But the way it was rejected, that the man is not the better half, I think it recalls today, and all of you are the better half is what I wanted to just express. I think a round of applause. And in that vein, I would like to start, first of all, by applauding to all of you for your achievements, for the efforts that you have put in, the extra step you have taken to reach this position. And it was especially satisfying for me when the Honorable President of India invited 51 of you to meet her, to spend time with her. She gave her time. She expressed how she appreciated the rise of women in aviation and the way she has been impressed and the way she would like to see more and more women in aviation. So it was really a very satisfying moment for us in Ministry of Civil Aviation, and I think for all of us who care about aviation, that the women in aviation are getting recognized at the highest level in our country. And at this point, on behalf of the Honorable Minister of Civil Aviation, although he spoke a little bit in the clip in the video, I would like to convey his greetings on this day when we meet, giving wings to dreams. And just because some unavoidable field work that he had to attend, so he's in Andhra Pradesh, otherwise he was very much planning to be here with us, but he sends his greetings, he sends his very best wishes. In fact, the agenda was so dear to him that with the help of the President, Women in Aviation India, they had organized a program in Srikakulam just a few days back. So we saw him speak a little bit, the Honorable Minister. So I just convey that this is something very dear to him, something that is very close to his heart, something that he very much appreciates. And I send greetings from him. I convey very best wishes from him today. To demonstrate how the aviation sector would move ahead, let me touch on a few points only. One, let me touch on drones. Some will say drones are not aircraft. Yes, drones are not aircraft, but at the same time, drones are very much part of aviation. And I only mention because that's again a sector where women in aviation can also be very much involved, women in drones. And why I say drones is something new, we all know that. And as a country, we try to promote. The government introduced a PLI scheme for drones. And I'm happy to announce that among the PLI schemes that the central government had started, the PLI for drone scheme was one of the most successful. The budget was just rupees 120 crores. Ministry of Civil Aviation, we never move with big budgets, we move with efficiency. And it was just 120 crores, but I'm happy to announce today that that 120 crores has helped our Indian drone companies, 23 of them, to have a turnover of over rupees 1,400 crores today. So, and today we have about 21,000 drones registered in our country. And seeing the potential, in fact, the central government from the Ministry of Agriculture has introduced a new scheme, the Namo Drone Didi program, which is really to promote use of drone in agricultural sector with the women self-help groups. So the point I was coming to is in introducing this new scheme, which has the ambition of 15,000 drones against a current base of 20,000 drones entirely. The government wants to bring in 15,000 drones exclusively, where women self-help groups will be the drivers and the leaders of the program. So the point I was coming into is that drones are again something that as women in aviation, we can get involved. The government has given the backing, government has made the streamlined guidelines, and when we start hearing the success stories of the women, our sisters in the rural areas, in the rural settings, who have probably never sat in an aircraft, who have never seen, in fact, anything electronic, getting to handle the drones, getting to use them for spraying the nano fertilizers, getting to spray the pesticides. I think it is something where all of us as a family of aviation and women aviation, we can put our abilities and our talents together to support our sisters and our mothers in the rural areas, something very promising I just wanted to highlight very briefly. My next point is about the RCS Udan, which was briefly mentioned. It is the regional connectivity scheme. And I mention it from the point that it's a scheme whose success has now given aspiration to the people, our fellow citizens in the length and breadth of the country, to aspire towards air travel, to aspire towards air connectivity, to aspire towards aviation. So not so much to highlight the success of the scheme, which we are of course very happy about, but really the 609 routes which the RCS Udan has created, the new airports which have got activated, the over 1.4 crore people who would have otherwise never flown in an aircraft, would have never thought of entering an aircraft, are now able to fly, have flown, is giving an aspiration. And that is where, again, as the family of aviation, and especially women in aviation, can plug into that aspiration which our people have had. In fact, even in the last few weeks and months, many chief ministers have come and called on our honorable minister just on the agenda of the regional connectivity. They are smaller towns, tier 2, tier 3 cities. The big cities have grown and will continue to grow by themselves, but the way the elected executive are now seeing the aspiration of the people and taking the trouble of coming to the Ministry of Civil Aviation and requesting the Honorable Minister for connectivity to their small towns, their small cities, and creating the airports, activating the airstrips which are non-functional, in fact looking at even World War II runways and all which can be activated. So aviation has now generated the momentum. So all of you who are today active members, in fact, in a few years' time, I think you will be the pioneers who will lead the expansion of aviation in the nook and corner of our country. So what our Madam Radha Bhatia has done the last few decades, I think it's in your hands to carry it forward, the palpable aspiration of our people. Leave aside the chief ministers, the members of parliament, the MLAs, you know, their agenda now is not about the big airports, that they will move by themselves, but it's a smaller town. So that is something that we should all move ahead, be prepared for that. And in that future growth, I think all of you have selected the right profession. I can say it with full confidence, because if you look at the numbers, if you just look at the numbers, the number very frequently spoken is about the doubling in the number of airports. Yes, in the last 10 years, the number of airports has doubled, and which is not something which happens. In fact, it rarely happens. It rarely happens. So 10 years back, we had 74 airports, and today we are happy to say that we have 157 airports in our country, you know, something which is astounding, something which we are all collectively very proud of. But more than that, even the number of passengers have doubled. So 10 years back, we had about 11 crore passengers who were flying. Today, we have about 22 crore passengers who are flying. And even more promising is that seeing this, the number of aircraft is also multiplying. So Usha Pathi mentioned 400 when you joined. So it's 800 now. And in fact, what we expect is in the next 5 years, it will reach about 1,400 aircraft. 1,400 aircraft now. And all of you know better than me how many pilots, how many engineers, how many cabin crew, and how many other supporting staff each aircraft requires. Just to give you a number, one narrow body aircraft requires 15 to 20 pilots. So For those aspiring to be pilots and those aspiring to move up in that hierarchy, your career is made. You know, from 800 aircraft, there will be 1,400 aircraft. So all of you are in the right profession. We are together, we are optimistic, and we would look forward that the aviation moves together, moves ahead with the contribution of the, in my conclusion, the better half that is there with all of us. Congratulations, all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Shri Wallam, for your remarkable address and sharing your vision with us. Before we begin the much-awaited award ceremony, I invite Ms. Rakhi Puri, Secretary, Women in Aviation India, to propose a vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. Respected dignitaries, esteemed guests, colleagues, and my dear friends. It is both an honor and a privilege to stand before you today as the Secretary of Women in Aviation, representing an organization that is close to my heart and instrumental in driving positive change in our industry. First and foremost, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our Chief Guest Honorable Secretary, Ministry of Civil Aviation, for your invaluable support and for gracing this event with your kind presence. Your encouragement and guidance serve as an inspiration to all of us as we work towards a very inclusive role for women in aviation sector. Special thanks to our guest, Usha ma'am, Shri Vipin Kumar ji, Mr. Vivek Atre, for gracing this event with your very inspiring presence. Your encouragement and dedication inspire us to continue pushing the boundaries of excellence and inclusion in aviation. To our awardees, many congratulations to you all. Your dedication, achievements, and unwavering commitment to excellence are a testament to the incredible potential women bring to aviation. You are breaking barriers, setting benchmarks, and paving the way for future generations of women aviators. A big congratulations to all the girls who participated in the Girls in Aviation Day program. Your essays, which have been shortlisted, reflect the talent, passion, and potential of the next generation of aviators. Many congratulations to each one of you. I truly hope and pray that you achieve great success in the future and find rewarding careers in the aviation sector. I would like to express my deepest appreciation to our Girls in Aviation Day supporters, our members, our organizing team, honorable jury members, and everyone working tirelessly to make this program a big success. Together, we must continue to mentor, inspire, and support future generation, ensuring that no dream is left unfulfilled and no sky is out of reach. I will end by saying the next flight of Women in Aviation India is now ready for takeoff. Thank you, everyone. Let's start with the award ceremony. Over to you, Prerna.
Thank you very much, Ms. Puri. Ladies and gentlemen, now is the moment we've all gathered here for, we've been waiting for. I request our honorable chief guest along with the other esteemed dignitaries to please step forward and give us a moment as we quickly prepare the stage for the much awaited great grand award ceremony, Giving Wings to Dreams Award 2024. We'll quickly prepare our stage.
छूलेंगी आसमां भारत की बेटियां छूलेंगी आसमां भारत की बेटियां छूलेंगी आसमां भारत की बेटियां ओ देश की सीमाओं पर खुद को प्रहरी बना के देश की सीमाओं पर खुद को प्रहरी बना के लहरों के पार जाके अपनी शक्ति दिखा के
मुश्किल से लपेटा की
छोड़ेंगे अपने निशान, छू लेंगी आसमां भारत की बेटियां।
I request our esteemed dignitaries to please to take their seats, and requesting our honorable chief guest to kindly stay back for the award ceremony. Requesting honorable chief guest to kindly stay back for the award ceremony, and our esteemed dignitaries may please be seated. Requesting Ms. Bhatia also to please stay back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get set. As I call out your names, you're requested to come to the stage, and please stay back for a commemorative photograph towards the end of each segment. So are we ready for Giving Wings to Dreams Awards 2024? Can we start with an energetic round of applause? And let's keep the applause going for next few minutes as we present the awards. Starting with the first category, which is Airlines Ground Support. And the award goes to Ms. Radhika De, Airport Manager, SNB Aviation Private Limited, Akasa Air. With more than 20 years of experience in airport operations, Ms. Radhika excels in airport management and customer experience. Currently heading Lucknow Airport as an airport manager, Radhika plays a pivotal role in managing airport operations at Lucknow Airport. Many, many congratulations, Ms. Radhika De. Our next awardee in this category is Ms. Maninder Kaur, Senior Manager Operations, Alliance Air Aviation Limited. Ms. Maninder Kaur has successfully formulated revised 24 SOPs, including a critical airfield for Alliance Air, a certified ITA safety risk manager. She has made her recognition in a short span of time. I now invite the next awardee in this category, which is Airlines Ground Support. And the awardee is Ms. Shalaka Damle, Airport Manager, Akasa Air. Ms. Shalaka has a rich experience of more than 20 years in airport operations. She has been instrumental in setting up airport operations at Mumbai and Pune Airport for Akasa Air. I now call out the name of our next awardee for this category, Ms. Esha Reddy, Deputy Chief Airport Operations, Blue Dart Aviation. Currently heading the air network, Ms. Esha is the Deputy Chief of Airport Operations, handling 8 Blue Dart Aviation stations. She was closely involved in the successful induction of B737-800 freighters and instrumental in setting Guwahati Station. Congratulations to all the awardees in this category. Marching ahead to our next category, which is Airlines Pilot. And the first awardee in this category is Captain Urmila Yadav, Commander, Alliance Air Aviation Limited. Requesting our dignitaries to join us for the award ceremony. Requesting our chairman also to please join us for the award ceremony. Requesting our chairman, sir, to please also join for the award ceremony. Our next awardee in this category is Ms. Karishma Sabharwal, First Officer Flight Operations, Indigo. Ms. Karishma is commendable not only as a disciplined pilot at Indigo, but also in being socially responsible person, supporting the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister of reduce, reuse, recycle of waste. She formed the NPO, Center for Innovation Policy and Social Change. Many, many congratulations. Moving ahead to our next category, which is Airlines Cabin Crew. And the first awardee is Ms. Aarti Soni, lead cabin attendant, in-flight services, Indigo. A real hero, Miss Aarti Soni assisted Mr. Rishi Kambatan during an accident, who has benefited from the Samaritan act of Aarti that helped him survive. Aarti truly reflects Indigo's spirit of girl power. Are we all applauding, celebrating, giving Wings to Dreams awards? Many congratulations. Our next award in this category is Miss Priyanka Singh, Lead Cabin Crew, Interglobe Aviation Limited. With 7 years of experience in the aviation industry, Ms. Priyanka has served the nation and operated multiple flights during Vande Bharat mission. She also operated chartered flights in international destinations to bring back the stranded citizens during the Ukraine and Russia war. Marching ahead to our next category, which is Airlines Flight Dispatchers. And the first award in this category is Miss Indira Gukaraju, Operations Manager, Maitri Aviation Private Limited. Can we have a big smile on your face? With over 25 years of experience in the aviation industry, Ms. Indira has gained comprehensive expertise in both domestic and international flight operations. She was the first female officer at INS Dega Visakhapatnam, the first female flight dispatcher at Kingfisher Airlines. Congratulations to you, ma'am. Our next category is Airline Security, and the awardee is Miss Pranoti Grewal, Regional Security Manager, North SND Aviation Private Limited, Akasa Air. Ms. Pranoti comes with over 20 years of experience in security and is currently based out of Delhi, looking after all North and East airports. She is currently assisting the Chief Security Officer of Akasa Air. The next awardee in this category is Ms. Nazma Parveen, Officer Security Alliance Air Aviation Limited. Having 9 years of experience in aviation security, dealing with all aspects and involving aircraft, passengers and employees, Ms. Nazma intercepted a passenger having counterfeit passport at IGI in 2016. I now request Ms. Nazma to kindly receive the award on behalf of our next awardee, which is Ms. Saswati Dev Kalita, Supervisor Security Alliance Air Aviation Limited. Ms. Nazma to please receive award on behalf of Ms. Shashwati Dev Kalita, Supervisor Security Alliance Air Aviation Limited. Moving to our next category, which is Airports, Airside Design and Construction, and the first awardee is Ms. Sithara Chandran, Deputy General Manager, Airside Design, Larsen and Toubro Limited. Ms. Sithara, a passionate civil engineer with over 16 years of experience, has made significant contributions to major airport development projects in India, both greenfield and brownfield. Our next category, ladies and gentlemen, is Airports, Airside Operations, and the award goes to Ms. Pallavi Priya, Associate Manager, Delhi International Airport Limited. Women are at the forefront of everything, so why not at the forefront when it comes to a round of applause? Congratulations. Our next category is Airports, Exceptional Passenger Service at the Airport, and the awardee is Ms. Ekta Ghosh, Chief Digital Officer, Adani Airports Holdings Limited. With rich experience in aviation technology, Ms. Ekta Ghosh has spearheaded digital transformation across global airports, airlines, and travel transport companies. In her current role, she is leading strategic initiatives across airports in India. Ma'am, I request you to please stay back. Ms. Ghosh, please stay back. We'll have a group photograph towards the end of the segment. Our next awardee is late Ms. K. Satyabhama Nair, Head Service Quality Training and Standards, Bangalore International Airport Limited. I request Mr. Anil Nair, spouse of Ms. Satyabhama Nair, and her son, Mr. Abhilash Nair, to please accept this award on behalf of late Ms. K. Satyabhama Nair. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Ma'am was a visionary leader who spearheaded the day-to-day airport customer experience at Kempegowda International Airport, Bangalore. Many congratulations to the entire family. It's a moment of pride, a moment of great honor for the family and for all of us present here at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. Our next category is Airports Finance, and the first awardee is Mrs. V. Vidya, member, Airport Economic Regulatory Authority, former ED Finance and JVC AAI, Government of India, formerly AAI. The first woman member of the Airport Economic Regulatory Authority, Mrs. V. Vidya, has been one of the most vital clogs in AAI's revenues, earnings, and management. Congratulations to you, ma'am. Our next awardee in the same category is Dr. Shreya Sharma, Bench Officer, Airport Economic Regulatory Authority of India. Many, many congratulations. Dr. Shreya has an outstanding contribution in regulation of airport economy as she effectively handled the litigation pertaining to Airports Economic Regulatory Authority of India. Our next awardee in the same category is Srimati Sonia Sahani, Assistant Section Officer, Airports Economic Regulatory Authority of India. Let's all congratulate, ladies and gentlemen. Our audience at the back, they are watching you. Srimati Sonia Sahani is the only ASO posted in the traffic division. Congratulations to you, ma'am. Moving forward to our next category, which is Airports Fire Rescue. And the first awardee in this category is Miss Disha Nayak, firefighter, GMR Goa International Airport Limited. Miss Nayak became the first lady firefighter to drive crash fire tender in India. She is the first lady firefighter, ladies and gentlemen, to drive crash fire tender in India. Congratulations to you, ma'am. Can we see a bright smile on your face? All the awardees, it's a must. You know, when you come to receive the awards, we have to see a big, bright smile because this is your moment. Our next category is Airports Terminal Operation, and the first awardee is Ms. K. Kasturi, Assistant General Manager, Engineer Civil, Airports Authority of India. Ms. Kasturi has been working with Airports Authority for the past 24 years and has to her credit several achievements, including a letter of commendation from Airport Director for executing the work of runway, taxiway, recarpeting, etc. Congratulations to you, ma'am. Our next awardee in the same category is Miss Usha Devi, TP, Deputy General Manager, Civil Engineering, Cochin International Airport Limited. With an incredible 30 years of experience in the industry, Ms. Devi started her career in Cochin International Airport as Assistant Engineer and is presently holding the position of Deputy General Manager. Congratulations to you, ma'am. Our next awardee in the same category is Ms. Payal Gautam, Head General Aviation, Adani Airport Holdings Limited. Ms. Gautam has steered Mumbai's General Aviation Terminal to an extraordinary revenue growth in 2 years with enhanced service level. She has worked extensively on the design blueprint for the new Mumbai airport. Congratulations to you, ma'am. Our next category is Airports Operations, and the awardee, the proud awardee. Ma'am, please stay back. Ms. Gautam, we are waiting for you to please join us back for a group photograph. Our next category is Airports Operations, and the proud awardee is Ms. Nayonika Sharma, Lead Flight Operations, Yamuna International Airports Private Limited. Ms. Nayonika was one of the youngest ATCs to become a certified instructor and has trained approximately 200 ATCOs. This calls for a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. Up next is Aviation Authorities CISF, and the first awardee is Ms. Vijendri Thakur, Lady Constable, Ma Danteshwari Airport, Jagdalpur. She couldn't make it. We congratulate her. Congratulations to you, ma'am. And our next awardee also couldn't make it today. Her name is Ms. Nusrat Rashid, Lady Constable, CISF. Our congratulations to both the awardees. Our next category is Aviation Authorities DGCA, and the first awardee is Ms. Meenu Kapil, Director, DGCA. Ms. Meenu Kapil profile is that Aircraft Engineering Directorate works as chairman of the Internal Complaint Committee of DGCA, MOCA and IRA, and is the nodal officer of She Portrayal of Ministry of Women and Child Development. Our next award in the same category is Ms. Ekta Agarwal, Deputy Director, DGCA. Ms. Agarwal works as Deputy Director, Aviation Environment Unit, is the office of DGCA in the area of sustainability, environmental issues in aviation, both and domestic and international level. She is the first woman DGCA instructor of Corsia and nodal point of sustainable aviation fuel in India from civil aviation. Let's keep our energy levels high. There are a few more awards to go. Our next award is Captain Poonam Devrakyani, Flight Operations Inspector, Aeroplanes DGCA. With over 8,000 hours of flight experience and a passion for advancing aviation safety, innovation, sustainability, Captain Poonam has dedicated her career to raising the standards of aviation excellence. And with this, we raise our standards of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to you, Captain. Thank you very much. Our next category is Aviation Authorities Pavan Hans, and the award goes to Captain Reena Verghese, Captain Pavan Hans Limited. She also couldn't make it. We send our congratulations to her. Quickly moving forward to our next category, which is Aviation Legal. And the award goes to Ms. Shilpa Bhatia, Company Secretary, Legal Officer and EA2 CEO, Alliance Air Aviation Limited. Beware, this category is legal, so they might file a case, if you don't applaud for them. So let's give them a louder round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to Ms. Shilpa Bhatia. Our next category is Support Services Administration, and our proud awardee is Ms. Karishma Pashana, Chief of Staff, Millennium Aerodynamics Private Limited. Ms. Karishma has played a vital role in securing a significant civil and military contracts for Millennium Aerodynamics Private Limited. Notable partnerships include those with World Flight Services, Indigo, Indian Air Force, Indian Airport Services Limited. Congratulations. Up next in the same category is Ms. Rajshri Gunjal, Senior Manager Corporate Travel, Millennium Aerodynamics Private Limited. With 13 years of experience in managing travel desks, Ms. Rajshri has framed and channelized new travel policy and platform, promoted new upcoming and existing airlines, not only on domestic, but also on international sectors. Our next awardee is Ms. Pratima Thakur, Vice President, Air Contracting, Holidays, Corporate and GCC, Make My Trip. Ms. Thakur has more than 21 years of professional experience and has played a pivotal role in shaping the landscape of airline partnerships and travel services. Congratulations to you, ma'am. Moving forward to our next category, which is Support Services, Marketing and Communication, and the award goes to Ms. Geetika Seth, Sales Manager, Emirates Airlines, West Bengal Emirates Airlines. Please give it up for her beautiful smile, ladies and gentlemen. With over 35 years of accomplished experience spanning sales, marketing, and key account management, Ms. Geetika Seth has consistently delivered exceptional results. She has grown the brand Emirates in Eastern region with the travel trade and corporates and introduced first-class product, only airline offering same westbound operations. Next category, Pioneers. And our awardee in this category, the first awardee is Captain Poonam Gaur. She couldn't be with us today. She is co-founder and director, Air Taxi, Aviation Connectivity and Infrastructure Development Private Limited, requesting Ms. Vijay Gaur, her proud mother, to please receive this award on her behalf. I think she deserves a louder round of applause because Captain Poonam Gaur is very much only and only because of this lady. So please give it up for the mother on stage. Thank you very much, ma'am, for joining us. Our next award in this category is Retired Wing Commander Vidhu Singh, Deputy Chief of Flight Safety, Pavan Hans Limited. Retired Wing Commander Vidhu Singh has pioneered as woman officer in fighter aircraft maintenance and aero space safety at Indian Air Force with an elaborate experience in aerospace safety, aircraft maintenance, and people management. With this, we conclude the first set of awards, the first segment. I request all our proud and golden awardees to please come forward for a group photograph, and then we'll begin the second set of awards. And I think as the entire batch is here, so let's please give it up for the proud and the golden winners of Giving Wings to Dreams Awards. Keep the energy going, keep the energy soaring high, ladies and gentlemen. As it's a victorious moment, so can we show off our trophies, and can we have a sign of victory and a bright, big smile on our faces? Let this moment be etched in our memories for years and years to come. Yes, so let's take a flight to victory. All please take a flight on your left with the right hand. Let the flight go directly to the airport, which is on our left. So a flight to victory, a flight to many more achievements, accolades in the coming years. Once again, many, many congratulations. You've all made us proud today. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining. Those who are at the back are requested to please come forward, and we can switch the placement. The ones at the front can go towards the back, and the ones at the back can come towards the front, so that we can cover all of you in the group photograph. All our awardees can come towards the front.
सामना कर मुश्किल से पैदा की छोड़ेंगे अपने निशान छू लेंगी आसमां भारत की बेटियां छू लेंगी आसमां.
Where has our flight gone? Just trying to find the flight. Let it fly only, no? Thank you so much. Thank you very much for joining. We'll be calling all of you again towards the end for the great grand group photograph. So please stay nearby only. Thank you for now. I will be calling you towards the end of the award ceremony. So kindly stay inside the hall. Strengthening. Students all set. Strengthening our mission of encouraging the young girls to explore the various avenues in aviation. May I have your attention, ladies and gentlemen? The award ceremony is not over yet. There are two more exciting and segments waiting. 35 selected schoolgirls who had attended Girls in Aviation Day events held across the country this year and had appeared for an essay competition are being rewarded right now as young aviation ambassadors, along with sponsorship for courses from Birds Academy related to travel and aviation industry. So I'll be inviting the students. I'll be calling their name, their school name, and their city. Our first student awardee is Pushpanjali Gaura, Ramadevi Women College, Odisha. And for students especially, we need a louder round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Let's all encourage them together. I request Ms. Anuradha Mathur, who is one of the judges, to please join us for the award ceremony. Ms. Requesting Mr. Vivek Atre also to please join. All the jury members, esteemed jury members, to please join us for this segment of awards.
Well, I'm coming down because I was no part of the jury. It has been a very fair and candid judgment.
Thank you very much, Ms. Bhatia, for joining us. Moving forward to our next awardee, Ananya Jyoti Dautre, Ramadevi Women's College, Odisha. Ramadevi College, Women's College, Odisha. I'll keep the applause going. Deva Sweeney Jena, once again from Ramadevi Women's College, Odisha. Ankita Priya Darshini Swain, again from Ramadevi Women's College, Odisha. Ankita Priya Darshini Swain. Iram Qayyum from Women's Polytechnical College, Srinagar. Please give it up for Iram Qayyum. Fiza Nasir, NSTI, Srinagar. Fiza Nasir. Khushi Kumari, GGMSS, Chandigarh. I request the students to please stay back. We'll have a group photograph towards the end of this segment as well. Simran, GGMSS, Chandigarh. पूजा एक पहल पाठशाला आगरा. Suman from Ek Pehal Pathshala, Agra. Let there be no moment of silence. Kindly keep the applause going. Let's encourage these young kids. I now invite Shifa Sakli from Vidya School, Gurgaon. Our next few awardees are from Vidya School, Gurgaon, so I'll be taking their names. I now invite Saloni Pathak, Vidya School, Gurgaon. Tanu Kumari, Vidya School, Gurgaon. Suhana Parveen, Vidya School, Gurgaon.
मछली की आँख हो अर्जुन का जान हो मछली की
Ruchi Rai, once again from Vidya School, Gurgaon.
की चोटी हो दिल में बुलंदी हो दिल में बुलंदी हो जेबों में भागी हो फरमा के
Tara,
पसीना
Vidya School, Gurgaon. Himanshi Yadav from the Vidya School, Gurgaon. Tulsi Thakur, once again from the Vidya School, Gurgaon. Roshni Kumari from the Vidya School, Gurgaon, to please quickly come on the stage. Our next awardee is Raji Joshi from BVB Vidya Ashram, Jaipur. Janvi Sharma from the Subodh Public School, Rambagh, Jaipur. Navya Meena from Ria International School, Jaipur. Arika Anita from Government Degree College, Srikakulam. J. Gangotri, Government College, Srikakulam. P. Nagmani, Government College, Srikakulam. Yera Akhila, Government College for Women, Srikakulam. Yelthuri Jyotsna, Joshna, Government College for Women, Srikakulam. P. Susila, Government Degree College, Srikakulam. I'll now be announcing the names of the girl students who've been selected for the Young Aviation Ambassador Award but couldn't join us today. Spurti from ZPHS Mamidipalli, Hyderabad. Sana Sheikh from Gazdar Park Manekji Secondary School, Mumbai. Nandini Yadav from Gazdar Park Manekji Secondary School, Mumbai. Ayushi Sinha from Vidya School, Gurgaon. Shweta Vishwakarma from NSTI, Dehradun. Sonu Kanwar from NSTI, Dehradun. Stanzin Norzin from Indian Training Institute, Leh. And Stanzin also has a video message which will play now.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Stanzin.
Can you please increase the volume?
I'm honored to be from Leh Ladakh. I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to Women Aviation for providing me with this wonderful opportunity. The knowledge and insights shared during these events have been truly invaluable and they will contribute greatly to our development. I would also like to express my gratitude to all the speakers. Their wisdoms and inspiring words have made a lasting impact on us all. Once again, thank you everyone. and have a good day ahead.
I now request Ms. Vinita from Bird Academy to please join us on stage and brief us.
Good afternoon, everyone. Congratulations, girls. I look forward to see you all in Bird Academy and flying out with colorful wings and joining the aviation industry. Congratulations, everyone.
Can we now have a group photograph? I request all the awardees to please step forward. Let's have a, not all the awardees, only the student awardees. Sure. Yes, ma'am, please come. Yes, so after post this, we have one more segment, and then we'll have, the girls can also sit towards the front. Our young and active girls can quickly sit. And why would our students miss the flight? Let's all take our flight. Let's reach, you've already reached heights. Let's aim for greater heights. A bright smile on our faces. Our plane is empty because half of you have taken a flight and half of you are still in the process. So can all of us take a flight and aim and reach greater and grander heights? Look forward to seeing all of you and many more in our future awards segment in the coming years. Thank you very much. We wish all of you all the very best. Thank you for joining us, and please stay nearby as we'll be inviting you once again towards the end. Thank you so much. Requesting our dignitaries to please once again come back on stage as we're now proceeding towards starting the last segment, the last and the third segment, the final set. It's would now like to acknowledge the efforts and incredible contributions of our dear members of Women in Aviation India, the team behind this event. It's time to acknowledge and thank them. So I would be inviting all the members, all our dear members of Women in Aviation India all together in one go, and then we'll be presenting them certificates. So I'll be now announcing the names of our dear members. Captain Nivedita Bhasin, Miss Archana Vagdare, they are the people behind this successful event. So let's have a louder round of applause. Miss Fauzia Siddiqui, Miss Kamal Chakravarti, Miss Anjali Vadhavan, Miss Vinita G, Miss Rakhi Puri, Miss Nidhi Bajaj, Miss Sana Mudir, Captain Poonam Gaur, requesting her mother to please come on behalf of Captain Poonam Gaur. I request the team member of Miss Neelu Khatri to please come on behalf of Miss Neelu Khatri, Miss Radhika Devan, Miss Anju John, Miss Anjali Chauhan, Miss Sujata Mariwala, Miss Kashish Sharma, Miss Kirti Tiwari, Miss Pragati Kamboj, Miss Sonia Kapila, Miss Fairy Singh. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a huge and a very warm round of applause, and let's all thank them for this great movement that they have begun and they are carrying on. I'll also be taking the names of the members who could not attend today's event but are a part of the team. Dr. Shefali Juneja, Ms. Bhavna Arora, Captain Archana Kapoor, Captain Preeti Singh, Ms. Charu Lata Pasupuleti. Yes, and now it's time for the grand finale photograph. I request all our awardees who've been awarded today to quickly join us on stage, and let's have the grand finale, great grand group photograph with all of you in one single frame, inviting all our awardees, our students, to please join us on stage. Now, I was wondering who will clap because all of you will be on stage. So here we'll have to clap for ourselves. All the students, everyone who was awarded today, to please join us on stage for a group, for a commemorative photograph. Shulingi Atma, Bharat Ki Betiyan, many congratulations to each one of you. These trophies are not just a recognition of your achievements, but a baton that we hope you will someday pass on to the next generation. Post this photograph, we'll also request all the awardees to please collect their trophy boxes and certificate envelope from the registration counter. All our students to please join us. Can we all together give 3 cheers to our Bharat Ki Betiyan? Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! And one final round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And don't worry, your energy is not going anywhere. We've organized a very nice, healthy, hearty high tea for all of you, where we'll be inviting you in a few minutes from now.
मछली की आँख हो अर्जुन का ध्यान हो मछली की आँख हो अर्जुन का ध्यान हो हिमालय की चोटी हो दिल में बुलंदी हो दिल में बुलंदी हो जेबों में फाके हो पर माथे पे पसीना हो
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. With this, we come to an end of this incredible event, Giving Wings to Dream Award, the 3rd edition. We once again thank our Honorable Chief Guest, Shri Bumlunmang Walnam, for joining us, for gracing this event with his gracious presence. We also thank all our esteemed dignitaries for being part of this great, incredible event. Thank you so much. And we now request and invite all of you to please join us for high tea. I once again would like to tell all our awardees to not to forget to collect your trophy boxes and certificate envelope from the registration counter. It's an important announcement. All our awardees are requested to collect your trophy boxes and certificate envelope from the registration counter. Post that, please join us for high tea. Thank you so much for your participation, for your support. We look forward to all of you in our future events. Thank you. We wish you a great, great day ahead. Thank you.
छूलेंगी आसमां भारत की बिजली को चीर के बादल को बांध के बारिश की कश्ती पे आंधी का साहिल ले बिजली को चीर के बादल को बांध के बारिश की कश्ती पे आंधी का साहिल ले
रमी पे हो बवंडर तूफान मन के अंदर
उड़ना है
सूरज चांद और सितारों तक भर लेंगे मुट्ठी में
छूलेंगी आसमां भारत की
भारत की बेटियां भारत की बेटियां